Alright, what is up everybody? TLG here, back again streaming discussion video. Well, yeah, a discussion video essentially. So earlier today we got a Splatoon 3 Nintendo Direct, and it covered a lot of information that we kind of didn't know about Splatoon 3. I mean, obviously we did had like previous like trailers and past Nintendo Directs to where they would show a bit more of Splatoon 3, but I felt like there was still some information that we still didn't know. Like, what else does this game has to offer? Like, like what is like essentially like what is Splatoon 3? Like, what makes Splatoon 3 different than Splatoon 2? And so yeah, we got the direct today, and yeah, I think for my like in my opinion, I think the direct was pretty solid. Granted, like I am slightly disappointed that we didn't get any new like modes, like new rank modes or like another brand new mode separately altogether. But other than that, I think everything that I seen from the direct, I think it was really good, and I definitely approve, or I definitely like the quality of life changes that they decide to incorporate in this game. So yeah, I'll obviously talk more in depth about it. Just sort of wanted to get my quick impressions of the direct. Like I thought it was pretty solid. So yeah, I would say definitely did a good job. So, but right now I'm gonna be going with this. I'm gonna go to the Discord and be talking with Kevin, Blake, and Kai, and I think Shadow may come in later, so I don't know if he'll come in, but we'll see what happens. And we're just going to be talking about our overall impressions about the Splatoon 3 direct, talking about the information that they talked about, what do we feel about it, and what can we hope for in the future when it comes to the future updates and DLC. So, yeah, so if you guys are excited for Splatoon 3, let us know in the chat. And yeah, we'd like to know, like, are you guys hyped for the game? Are you guys in the middle thinking, "Oh, okay, it's pretty exciting," or are you a bit disappointed with what they showed off? So, love to hear your thoughts on the game. So, yeah, we're just gonna hop into Discord with the others, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy the stream.
Find Anna again. Was on.
We found her
I
on
messaged Anna on Instagram.
Yeah, you did.
Kai
Yeah.
found her on Instagram.
Wow, what a mistake. No, I'm joking.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, I know, right? Oh, hey, Alan. Don't televise this.
Right when Alan comes
Jade.
back.
Jay.
So Splatoon
Hello!
3.
Finally!
Let's go. Also, Alan, is this a podcast or is this an actual stream? Or is this just like a basic stream?
It's just a stream.
Oh, you could
You
have had it as a
loser.
podcast.
You could have done it on a podcast.
I mean, I might as well just do it like a normal
missed
discussion.
marketing. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So we're just done with podcasts now.
I'd rather go with discussions than podcasts.
Okay,
I guess that's fair.
Just because with podcasts, it's kind of like you have to do it every week, whereas discussions is kind of like a once in a while thing.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, just like the podcast.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
we should do podcasts again, but like the problem is, it's just me, Alan, and Kai 90% of the time.
Yeah.
I would join, but I start work next week.
I know it
sucks. Believe me, I don't want to do it.
You know, we understand it. We wouldn't be very good friends if we didn't.
Yeah. So Splatoon 3.
Yeah, I was like,
that reminds me from my chat. I have college next week, so I'm gonna be dead and not streaming probably for a few days.
Oof.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, who's gonna start this?
I don't know. Alan, I guess since he's the host.
any of you guys can talk about your impressions. I already talked a little bit about it, like when I went live, just sort of telling the stream, saying that I think the direct was solid, and I think we got the amount of information that we wanted to hear from this direct. So I'm okay with it. A little disappointed that we didn't get any new like rank modes or a new mode altogether. But other than that,
I was about to point that out. Like we didn't get anything new. Everything is just.
Well, they could announce it in the future because Clan Blitz was a late addition to Splatoon 2.
That is true.
Yeah, we got all the modes back. We got all the weapons back. We have like one new bow and arrow weapon.
The bow and arrow, and I think that yeah.
A lot of specials are new, which I like.
A couple of returning specials.
Yeah, yes. Even stages.
We got Ink Strike, Inkzuka.
They didn't specifically mention Inkzuka, but you've seen it like twice in the direct.
We saw Killer Whale.
All the returning Splatoon 1 specials are reworked specials.
Yes.
Didn't we saw... It wasn't this direct, but didn't we see Killer Whale in like something else?
Yeah, no, they showed off in this direct, but they didn't explicitly name it. They only showed off the newer ones.
Was it that one where it's like shoots like 4 different beams like in different directions? Okay, yes. I didn't know if that was the Killer Whale or something completely different.
I think that was.
I think that got changed. You just said all of them are reworked.
Yeah.
I think all of them were changed because that was like months before, and then they showed this one.
They didn't explicitly say ink strike, but if you like looked at the map in like one of the stages they were showing off, they showed like this big circle that like an ink strike used to form when you fired one on the stage.
Oh yeah, no, they are returning the ink strike. Yeah, the ink strike is returning in the form of a reworked version, where you throw
Hell
3
yeah.
little mini bombs, and then you get 3 separate ink strikes. But they're all, I think, they're roughly the same size or a little bit smaller than the one we had in Splatoon 1.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Also a
My
lot faster.
my favorite special is back.
Yeah, they're also a lot faster. So more, or
Yeah.
they don't take as long.
I love that.
God.
I love that you can customize your weapons for like whatever sub or special you want.
Mhm.
I mean, you have to get a little lucky, but
Mhm.
that's great. That was something that I was really wanting because I just I hate my weapons I hate the weapons that I use as specials. Sometimes I hate them.
Mhm.
Like I know Splashdown is good, but I just don't like it. So like having that on my splat roller is just like, can I just like replace this with like 10 missiles or literally anything else?
Yeah, like a preferred special that you would want to have.
Yeah, like bomb rush would be nice.
One special that I remember and pointing it out was like the echolocator one near the end, where you have to
Oh, the
jump
new
over.
one.
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
that one's cool.
Yeah,
That was cool.
that one was really cool.
Where it does like a shockwave. Yeah, that was sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, that one was really cool to me.
It's not going to be very good, but I mean, it's pretty
Oh
cool.
no, it's not. It's gonna be trash, but it just looks
No.
cool.
Yeah, that's like that's like visually probably my favorite special, honestly.
Yeah, I think if anything though, that special will be good if you just know where to place it.
Yeah.
Like if you place it behind a wall where nobody can see it, I think it'll do decent. It obviously won't kill anybody, but it will help a little bit.
I forgot what it's called. Oh, sorry, you go first.
I would say, am I the one that doesn't like Museum del Fontino coming back?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted that shit back.
I love Museum.
Yeah, I like
I don't.
Yeah,
It's
we
I don't.
need
I
more
don't like
rotating
it.
maps.
I'm not happy about Hammerhead Bridge, but it looks a lot
Well,
better.
okay, at least Hammerhead's actually completely reworked though, because it's not the same map anymore.
It looks great.
Yeah,
Also,
honestly, I
Mahi's
would say it's a
back.
new map.
Yeah, it's more or less. Maki looks exactly the same, which I'm a little sad about.
I mean,
there are differences, but it looks more or less the same.
Yeah,
I mean, they
wish
could
it could have
potentially
been
rework the
different.
maps in the future, so I'm
Yeah.
not complaining.
And
They
also,
did that
why?
Sorry, you go. Sorry.
I said the only complaint I really have is why is League Battles coming in a later update?
that
Oh.
one was baffling to me.
That one
Yeah,
was
yeah,
weird. They should have had that
It
at launch,
confused me
dude.
too, but I'm assuming it's because nobody wants to fucking join with their friends and get shit on within
I
the
guess
first few
so.
weeks of the game.
I honestly didn't look that.
That
too
should be
into
like
it. I
the
didn't
first
know,
update coming back. Like League Battles has to be the first update coming
Yeah.
back. I'm telling you.
Probably will be.
I have 100% that is going to be the first update coming out.
I honestly didn't look too much ahead. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't notice.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Yeah, they announced like future updates, and it was DLC with Pearl and Marina, and then that little spice where it was like, oh, X Battle and League are returning, but in future update.
I like how they have the new ranked battles played out, where they have like open and closed, where you can join with your friends finally.
Mhm.
That one, I thought that was really nice, and the customization in the locker room customization stuff looks really interesting too. It's just like a little personal, add your own flavor to like your own area or something. I like it.
I don't like the locker idea. I understand, but I don't really like it.
I mean, you don't
Like,
have to
like-
use it. So,
It does not. It like does virtually nothing.
Yeah, it's just kind of like
That
a
we
little.
know.
it's just a personal flair thing if you want, like the badges that they're adding and achievements and whatever.
It's
Like
just,
that's fine because like Splatoon is like supposed to be like a very cultural game in terms of like like because it's a bunch of teenagers like going out and playing in the city or whatever. Like it makes sense. That's that's why they have those poses and shit.
I was thinking like that we can take pictures of everybody. We can put them up in our lockers. That's what I was thinking of.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Like have all of us just in a line, and we can just take a picture of it and just put it in our locker.
Yeah. I mean,
Also, don't like That like trading card game thing in that looks weird as hell.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure it'll be
that
fun.
definitely is a weird addition, but I
that.
think
I don't like that. Also, the one-on-one turf table thing. What the fuck was that?
that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what the
I don't.
card
I don't
is.
like.
card
I
game.
don't like that. I don't like that. What the fuck?
I think I'll play it, but I'll play it if like it gives you rewards. But if it's just there to
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like, what's the
I think the
benefits of it?
rewards were just more splash deck customization as well as locker customization, so they didn't tie it to anything
Yeah.
super important.
But I mean, like,
Um,
if it gives you like tickets and stuff like Salmon Run, then I'd probably. Do
I mean,
it.
I doubt it, but yeah, we'll see.
I say,
Yeah,
if
I don't
it's
think
just
so
for
either.
show, then yeah, I'm not gonna do anything for it.
It's like they said it's basically turf war, but in like a
Mhm.
card sort of sense.
They did
I'll
say we get
play
more
it.
news on it later on, though. That's the thing. So we're probably gonna end up getting like a second round of updates or like a random trailer drop sometime within the next few weeks for the
Yeah, we're
for games.
getting stuff every 3 months for 2 years,
Mhm.
which is pretty
Which-
cool.
That's
That reminds
crazy.
me. So you guys didn't look on the Splatoon Twitter at all, right?
Oh
No.
no.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. There's actually a crap ton of shit that they wanted to talk about but wasn't in the direct.
Yeah.
So more stuff is on Twitter.
No, more stuff's on the official forum, basically.
Okay.
It's a long thing, but basically, a lot of it is just the general stuff we already heard. But they announced transfer data. So basically,
Are you serious?
yes, okay. Well, not complete transfer data, more like transfer data rewards. Technically, here I'm actually gonna throw my match so I can actually read this. But let me see if I can find it. So basically, though, what they're gonna end up giving us is if you already have Splatoon 2, there you go, save data bonuses. Receive 3 gold Sheldon licenses that you can exchange for main weapons regardless of player level, meaning you can unlock any weapon in Sheldon's armory with the gold licenses. You only get 3 though. You can join Anarchy Battles from the beginning of the game regardless of your player level, meaning you don't have to grind up until level 5 or whatever level cap they put on for ranked. You start the game with a higher rank depending on your rank in Splatoon 2, meaning if you're an S plus rank player, then you're probably going to get placed either in B or in A or some other rank. And the last thing is that you will get matched against players with similar skill levels from Splatoon 2. So basically skill-based matchmaking, but for veteran Splatoon 2 players.
Yeah, so there's definitely some special benefits for the Splatoon 2 veterans that,
Yep.
they'll be like, hey,
I
here's
was
some
about to
cool
say.
bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
I still have all of my Splatoon 2 save data, but I don't have the game anymore.
Now,
yeah, there was
I think it should be fine as long as you have the data on your console.
Yeah,
once you
I
didn't
still
delete it.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't. Yeah, this wasn't in the direct, but I'm not sure. Will Splatoon 3 will have cloud saving? Because I know Splatoon 2 doesn't have it.
It should.
It's partial cloud saving.
So it's kinda
Their
yeah.
reasoning in the forum was that cloud saving is going to be a feature for Splatoon 3, but will only be available for the story mode because they said tracking and saving offline data is a lot better than saving online data. So the game gets partial
So it's kind of
cloud
like
saves.
half and half. So it's like kind of gets
Pretty
it,
much.
but not really in the way that you think it will get it.
Mm-hmm. They also, I don't know if they covered this in the direct. I don't think they did. But in the forum, they also talk about ability chunks. They talk about the intensifying action ability chunk, which is the one we saw where your movement, like Ink Surge and whatever, gets boosted. They have a new one in here called Sub Resistance Up. It says mitigates effects from an opponent's sub weapon with this recently discovered ability. Depending on the situation, you might take less damage from bombs, sprinklers, and also resist effects from mist or reduce the time spent marked. But the important thing they did mention here, though, is that Merch has an all-new skill in Splatsville where he can swap out the primary ability. Although you will need a lot of ability chunks, though.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, if there's like a certain shirt that I want to wear, but it doesn't have the best perk that's attached to it, then I can be able to change it. Granted, I need to have like 3 what would they call it? Like the 3 licenses, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like So if I would have like 3 licenses, I could
Plus-
exchange it and get the
Mhm.
perk that I would want. So
Okay.
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's most of the stuff I see in there in terms of just like getting more abilities like we did in Splatoon 2. It looks relatively the same, but it's different enough to where it's different.
Yeah.
Different enough to where it's different.
If that made sense. I don't know if it made sense.
They also did announce how rank is going to be working. Personally, I on the way it's written here, I'm not a fan of it. The way it's going to be working. But I'm hoping it's better in practice, but we'll see. But it does say here though ranks and rank up battles. Threshold analysis shows ranks go from C to S and then S plus 0. Actually, the S plus 0 ranking can go all the way up to S plus 50. It then talks about ranked a lot more and yada yada yada. Losing doesn't cost you a rank, just some points and maybe some pride. Keep your chin up though. You can keep trying when you recoup those rank points. But below that, they immediately talk about resetting rank. It says in Splatsville, once you get a rank, it won't go down as you play. However, all player ranks will go down slightly every 3 months for the new season. How's it
There's
calculated?
seasons.
Yeah. So you know how we're getting content every 3 months, and that's a season.
Wow.
And during that 3 month period, your shit gets reset. But they said in theory, a rank will drop by 2 from the highest rank the player has achieved. The S plus 0 to S plus 9 crew will drop to S, and anyone above that will revert to S plus 0. So really, I think this will only affect what do you call it? S plus players, because they don't mention C through S basic plus S plus players. So I'd imagine that this.
So it'll only be for like S plus higher essentially. So like
Yeah.
if my rank is A and then we get to the
Mhm.
next season and then they change like the whole ranking system and then
Yeah.
essentially I would still keep my A rank that I got in
Mhm.
the previous season.
It says
Okay.
though it'll only drop by 2. So if we take that into account, then let's say you have an S plus 13 level, you will only drop to S plus 11, possibly. But if you are an S plus 2, you'll drop to S plus 0.
Okay, that makes sense.
Which I think this will be fine, honestly, because I was telling my chat this, since S plus is going to be such a large margin to cover, unless they adjust it when X rank comes into play, that means most or literally everybody is going to be in the S rank or S plus rank. So it will give players a chance to play with people their own skill, as well as giving people who want to get into X rank more of a challenge, because then they have that 3 month period, which is honestly more than enough time to get into X. So that's fun.
I never made it to X rank, so
X is honestly fucking easy. They do
I
go a
think, yeah,
bit
I was the
more
only
insane.
or who
Huh?
cared enough.
Yeah.
You were the only one who cared enough to do it.
Yeah. They
I cared
also
for like 10 minutes and then I was like, eh.
Yeah. So one important thing though that I don't think they covered in the direct was the way how Splatfest work. So Splatfest point wise works the same way as Splatoon 2, where it's based off of clout, not wins. But they did announce something called the Splatfest sneak peek. It says as soon as the theme is announced, the Splatfest becomes front and center in Splatsville. The period between announcement and the first match is a Splatfest sneak peek. During this time, cast your vote and then raise your catalog level by battling and working shifts. You receive conch shells this way. The number of conch shells collected by your Splatfest team during the sneak peek will actually impact the final result. Even if you can't attend the actual event, you can help out your team by gathering conch shells during the sneak peek. So then they end up talking about conch shells, how they end up benefiting your team through points, and festival shells. They only mentioned festival shells once though, which is interesting to me because it's apparently fucking important. It says because so festival shells, think of it like points, right? These festival shells will influence your chance of getting a 10, 100, or a new thing that they call the 333 times battle. So basically the says here, if your teammates hold a lot of festival shells, then even more multiplication could occur, a 100 times battle. These battles will grant a windfall of 100 times more clout exponential. Now, if both teams have a lot of festival shells and each triggers a 100 times battle, a 333 times battle will occur. Once a 100 times or 333 times battle happens, festival shells will disappear, which I'm assuming means they'll either reset or they're gone for the remainder of your time.
Mhm.
But yeah, from what I could tell, that this was like the general information that
Yeah.
that was there. They also talk about the final results. So it turns out doing things in Splatfest do benefit towards actual points. Says here that total votes will equal 10 points each. Conch shells per player during sneak peek will be worth 10 points each. Individual clout and tricolor or clout gotten from Splatfest Battle Open and tricolor Turf War will be worth 15 points, and then individual clout from Splatfest Battle Pro is worth 10. So yeah, that's fun.
Okay. Also, Shadow came in, by the way. So, what's up,
Okay.
Shadow?
Hey, Shadow.
Hello.
Yeah, the festival shells, that's kind of the interesting one. Because I'm like, so what is
Yeah.
that supposed to mean?
Mhm.
Because, like, it's so interesting that they never... I assume they'll probably may talk about it as we get close to launch, but it's still rather interesting. Like, what do these shells, like the festival shells in particular, like, what are they beneficial for?
Yeah, that's the thing I noticed too, was like in terms of Splatfest, it was more generally focused towards giving us the general information. So if anything, I was in my chat, we're probably gonna get a small little video explaining Splatfest more thoroughly, either the day before or in the week of the test fire.
Yeah.
But one last thing for Splatfest was the coverage on the tricolor battle. I don't know if this is how they covered it in the direct. I don't remember, but it says that for the tricolor turf war battle, it says the first place team is a group of 4 in tricolor turf war. They're challenged by 2 teams of 2 players each. The team that inks the largest area in 3 minutes wins. So it's basically turf war, but just with 6 people. The defending team will need to protect the ultra signal. Okay, so this is how it actually works. But there it is. It says in addition to Splatfest modes mentioned above, tricolor battle mode will be available for players in the 2nd and 3rd place teams. Solo or duo players on the same Splatfest team can join a tricolor battle. When joining this mode, players challenge the first place team in tricolor turf war. If matchmaking for a tricolor battle takes too long, you might be switched to normal Splatfest battle. So basically, I guess if you didn't catch on to that, in the second half of Splatfest, what they're gonna do is a halftime announcement where 24 hours in they'll announce the team who has the lead, and whatever team is in the lead will be the team of 4 players during the tricolor battle. And then second and third will be the 2 other teams basically during that fight. This basically ensures and helps the team in first to land more points, but it will make it a bit harder because I'm assuming that they're gonna make maps really fucking challenging. But this will also help the second and third place teams by also allowing them to get more points and more wins for their team.
Interesting.
So the way how they showed in the direct is
Now, I mean, the way they showed it in the direct is basically what it's mentioned here. It's just that what they showed in the direct wasn't the complete information, because I don't think they talked about who was getting what position. Basically, it was just kind of like, hey, this exists, have fun.
No, they did.
Oh, they
So
did. Oh,
they even specifically mentioned how it works. So the team in the lead starts in the center, so there's gonna be like a custom spawn in the center for them.
Mhm.
And then the 2 teams that are in second and third place will be starting the main proprietary spawns that you would normally spawn in. And they have to defend a little rocket bottle. If the team gets that rocket bottle, they get the advantage for the battle.
Mhm.
So the first place team has to defend an objective, and then the other 2 teams are trying to get that objective to get more points and get a higher chance of winning against the tricolor battle.
Okay, so it's not about like just who inks the most turf out of all 3 teams. There's
no, it
actually
is.
like,
It is.
It
yeah.
still is. However,
They just added an objective to
They've
it.
now added an objective where the lead team actually has to pay attention. Because if they don't pay attention, just could start going everywhere.
Oh,
Then they're
okay.
going to start losing some points. Also, if I'm not mistaken, they did mention that the winning team in that mode gains more points when they win if they're the losing team. So I think that's how that
Mhm.
works. So they'll get like some sort of like bonus points on those.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't sound that bad. But I mean, speaking of the Splatfest, like the Try Splatfest, I think. Well, like, what was the exact name for it, Kai?
For
Tricolor Battles.
Splatfest?
Yeah, like the Try Splatfest, like the.
Oh no, it's just called Splatfest. They didn't give it like a special
They
name.
didn't give
It
a
was
special name.
just-
It's
Okay,
the
so-
only thing that
Yeah.
that like was added was the Tricolor Battle, but that was
Oh,
it.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of talking about the Splatfest, I mean, I was actually pretty surprised when they announced that. Like, wow, so it's a bit different now because like in past two games, and like in the past, Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2, it was just like, there's two teams and one of us has to pick which team to go for. And now here it's
Now
kinda
there's
like-
three.
now there's three.
Now
so
it's a
I'm
lot
just
more
like,
diverse. Yeah.
and I'm like, oh boy, this is gonna be. It's gonna be very hectic and chaotic. So.
Now,
Yes.
it is going to be interesting for what they pick for the couple Splatfest because the other ones have been easier because all you have to do is just do the opposite. Here, you have to now pick three things that have to do with each other.
Yeah, which is probably gonna make Splatfest a lot more harder to design and imagine in some way, but I'm sure they can
Yeah.
figure it out.
Because the first one's like the easiest one is rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else they could do that's like in threes. I couldn't imagine what else it would be.
Maybe they could do pancakes versus waffles versus French toast.
Yeah, but
Didn't-
French toast.
wasn't
French
there
toast is
already a
really-
pancakes versus waffle spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say.
I mean, they could do it again. I mean, just because maybe they
Yeah.
can include French toast.
Yeah, but French toast isn't comparable to those other two.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah,
same
it's
item.
way
It's
better.
the same item of and even then, it's not even the same item.
Oh,
Like
I don't know.
base wise.
I always thought about it like that way. So.
Speaking of Splatfest teams, though, I had my chat pick during the beginning of my stream, and they picked scissors. So I'll be going for Team Scissors with Splatfest.
Uh, I don't know.
So switch to your team, big guy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's big guy.
Yeah, he's big
Ah,
guy.
okay, then yes,
Big
I'm going
guy's
for
his
Team Rock.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna
I'm
be
going
like,
for
"Oh,
Team
fuck that
Rock."
then."
So Kevin's in Team Shiver. Okay.
I kind of.
I like how I'm the one that remembers the idols' names. Everyone else is like, who cares?
No, I remember.
I remember the names. I
Shipper,
just don't remember who
big
was
guy,
and
and
who.
Fry.
Okay. At least I'm not the only one who's remembered the three.
I remember them. You know what? I know I said rock earlier, but I think I'll go with scissors just because I want to pair up with Kai and then try out to see if we can be able
Yeah.
to go against the other two teams.
Yeah, because it would be very beneficial for two of us to be on the same team and be doing content
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, and also double the content. So there you
Yep. Fuck. Yeah.
go. Shadow, what team are you going for?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I was gonna like roll a dice for it, but I don't know.
Oh, so you're one of those guys. It's like, all right, let me get the dice real quick.
Well, when all three,
mean-
of the, well, when
I
all
mean,
three of the
I don't really
options are
care
dog
much for
shit-
rock. I'm not really one of those people like get really intense to rock paper scissors. So it's kind of hard for me to like even
I
pick.
am. I fucking always win that shit.
Well, when,
You
well,
know,
when all three of the-
fucking what was it? Swike's all over that shit.
Oh, yeah.
RPS. Jesus Christ, he'd love this. He'd be like all over. it.
well, when all three of the options are dog shit, there's not a good answer.
Yeah, that's kind of true. If you're not interested in either of the three, it's gonna be very hard to pick.
Oh,
I mean, but when has a single Splatfest idea actually been good though? Like actually something to commit yourself to.
There
We
haven't-
had fucking mayo versus ketchup for Christ's sake.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it
God.
should
yeah.
have been ketchup versus mustard.
Yeah, now they can do it again.
I know.
Oh god,
So what other Splatfests could they possibly do?
that's the issue. We don't really know. They're like groups of threes. I don't really know. Off the top
Like,
of my
what
head.
Splatfest did we like? They had like
Uh,
robot,
they could-
like
they could go-
pirates versus
yeah.
whatever.
They could
It
down.
was
they could- never mind.
Pirates
What?
versus Ninjas was what it was.
There it is. Pirates versus ninjas.
What were we saying, Blake?
We had past versus future. Oh.
Blake, what were you saying?
What?
What were you saying earlier? Like you said you had an idea for Splatfest.
I said they could just go down the Pokemon route again and just go fire, water, and grass.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, there you
they,
go.
But they already
That is a
did. They
possibility.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
could
did
easily do
Pokemon.
that.
But they did Pokemon Red versus Blue, so I don't think that's a possibility. But they could.
I mean, they could
Yeah.
redo
I mean-
it again. So
Yeah.
They can always
pretty much
redo
our
Splatfests.
They
'Cause
could
wasn't that a
do-
They
Splatoon
shouldn't
one,
recycle
Splatfest?
Splatfest is the main thing. They shouldn't.
They haven't
Because that's
actually.
just fucking lazy.
The only one that they kind of have is the idols, but like that's the only one that doesn't count though.
Well, the only one that they technically recycled was the final one in Splatoon 2. Because Splatoon 2 had a few final Splatfests happen after the main final one. that were
Well,
just
yeah, but those are
recycled.
because like extras for like people if they missed out on it though.
Yeah. Either
That
way,
really, timeline wise, to be honest, that doesn't technically count because
mm,
just them repeating the old ones don't really
mm.
count in fairness. So
Well, they could always do one where it's like fucking.
I mean, I know that the one they could probably do is like main weapons, like splatter shot versus roller versus charger. I know that
They could
could
do weapons one. That would be cool.
Yeah, they could do that one. That one's easy.
I don't think
What
so.
about like subs and specials and shit? Like weapon. Actually, no. How about this? Weapons, subs, or specials for a Splatfest? There you go. There's an idea, Nintendo.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
Maybe,
Because
but,
we'll see what
I
they
don't
end up
think
Hey,
they're
doing.
it's an
I don't
idea, okay?
I don't think they're gonna self-promote. They haven't done that yet. By the way, something that we haven't we talked about weapons earlier, saying that like the only
Ooh,
new
yeah.
one was that we've seen is the crossbow.
The
They showed off
Splatana.
the Splatana wiper
Wiper, yeah.
like the first few minutes.
I was actually looking at
looks pretty,
the.
actually looks pretty cool. I want to try that out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the way the tri-stringer works so far, and if it works the way that they're showing it off, in the trailers and shit, it's probably not going to be that great of a weapon
I
to
mean,
use.
It reminds me of a brush.
there's more in depth though for the
The
tri-string because they were
oh,
using it in
yeah.
the training mode. So it is like a charger, but there's like 3 reticles.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, apparently there's been a coverage already on the bow from like Twitter and
What
stuff.
the
But
fuck is that?
the bow itself has 2 different firing modes. It has a vertical and horizontal firing mode.
Yeah, that's when you jump.
Yeah. But
it's-
like
it's like the
either way,
roller in
your
that
shots are very. I don't know. The shots don't ink that well, and they certainly don't kill that well. So I feel like there would have to be like a maybe like a heavy variant type on that.
when you charge, it actually kills because it's a 105.
Mm.
My thing is the new like brush weapon thing. That thing sucks.
That's not a
What
brush.
brush? Sword?
Whatever it is.
Splatana.
The wiper?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's just more so for like just going in for the kill. That's what they used it for in the trailer. They didn't really use it for inking around. So if anything, if you're gonna pick up that weapon, that's like a dedicated role you're gonna be sticking to.
Yeah, it's more
Just,
like
going for kills.
like the killing sharking weapon.
Yeah.
Like blaster and
He's got a lot of HP.
I
Also,
feel like
I
they'll
don't
get
like-
outplayed by the sploosh though, if anything, because at least the sploosh can ink around it. But I mean, we'll see.
I mean, it
Did
depends what
any of
they
you
do
guys
for the
mention
kits.
Did any of you guys mention about the way you can buy weapons now with the Sheldon tickets or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, I
saw
mentioned that when I
in-
was
yeah, I
going
saw
over the
that.
rewards.
I know
Alright,
exactly.
I wasn't there for that, so
Okay,
Yeah,
you're fine.
it was a lot. To be fair, it's a lot more nicer of a mechanic because that way, if you're wanting to actually play an actual weapon you actually care for a lot faster, then there you go. It's not like in the past games where you have to like wait days on end to then play the one weapon you want to play.
Yeah, I actually like that you can buy the weapon almost immediately if you have enough licenses.
Yeah, you don't have to spend your currency when you can get clothes and everything else.
That was
too.
another issue I always had too. Was like guns in specifically Splatoon 2, they're so fucking expensive.
Yeah,
So like
they-
if you're trying
they
to
really
buy
are.
gear and a weapon, then you're gonna either have to pick one or the other depending on how much money you have.
Yeah.
you're gonna have to really grind it out.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here it's level up based or like
So you gotta get
based
those
on home.
level up chunks and then just play for 3 hours.
No, you just need to level up in general. That's it. And then you
Yeah,
get 1 ticket per level up.
Basically, it's just a reward for you playing consistently. Also with the same weapon. I think that didn't they say that?
Yeah,
they give
same
you,
weapon as
like,
well.
more
Yeah.
for the same
If
weapon?
you
Yeah.
reach milestones with a certain weapon, they will give you like a little star, and once you receive 5 stars, they'll give you a ticket.
Mhm. By the way, I don't know if they showed this off in the direct. I would imagine they did, but they have a new
What?
thing called badges, where it's like you get
They didn't mention anything
complete
about that in the direct.
Oh, okay, well, basically, it's like similar to the achievements that they're going to be doing, where it's like, let's say you win 50 games in a row, boom, you get a badge, and you can show that off on, I think, your locker and your splash tag, or yeah, your splat tag.
Yeah, they show
Yeah.
you the
Tag,
splat.
calling cards,
Yeah,
which I
basically,
like.
it just
I
adds a bit
appreciate.
more flair.
Though most of the
Gotcha,
ones they
game
showed
mechanic.
off were weapon based, from what I've noted.
Yeah, because they had one
Correct.
in the forum. They have one where it's like 10,000 Grisco points earned, and like this weapon, or like not this weapon, like 50 wins in Surf War battle. So like pretty simple stuff, but still stuff you
Yeah.
gotta get regardless.
Generic things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of the lobby? Like, because when they shut up the lobby, they shut up a lot of stuff that you can do while waiting
I'll
for the
know
floor
this.
match.
It's
or-
really big.
yeah,
It's
Really, really
huge.
big.
yeah, it's.
I
pretty big.
think they literally maybe doubled or tripled the lobby size because this is just
At least
ridiculous.
doubled it.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
happy
know.
they gave us something to do in between
Yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Like
between
similar to what
matches, like, going
Ninjala
to,
is
like, the
doing, because at least
range.
Ninjala allows us to play around
What
a
do you
little bit
guys
for
think about
matches.
I was like, what do you guys think about the ghost mechanic that they have?
I think it's cool. I like it.
That's actually pretty nice, yeah, because it does
I
allow
like
you to
that.
The
join
overworld
friends.
invite system. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like how you can save your replays as well too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. That's another good one.
That's a good
Mhm.
one. That's good. And
Yeah.
you can invite friends to just join a lobby whenever you can. That's nice.
Yeah, and you could be in a team together doing turf war, which is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
can actually team
So
up,
there is one discrepancy on that. So they said that you can start a team in Turf War, but not stay in a team in Turf War. So
Just join the
I'd
same
imagine
lobby
they
with
keep you
your friends, I
together, if
guess.
anything. Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. All you'd
well,
have to
keep
do
you
is
together
match
in the
people
lobby,
together.
but not in the team. Like over like every time.
Hmm. I'd imagine they'll go over it, or it'll get announced and how it actually works. And
Well,
when
that's
the
how
game
that's how they worded it in the direct. So that's what I'm
Right.
assuming is what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until we get our hands on the game and see, like.
Yeah, because we
How does
got
it
we got a
work?
month till the game releases.
I can't buy it at launch because I'm gonna be.
Well, no, you don't have to buy it at launch. We still have the Splatfest on the 27th.
No, I mean I'm broke, dude. I can't even get the fucking.
Yeah,
game.
but you can still play Splatoon.
You have a
3.
month to get $60.
Well, it's not
Yeah,
even,
that's true.
because
Well,
isn't
I'm gonna
isn't the
here's the
Splatfest
thing.
rock paper scissors like the
Yeah, that's the global test
Test fire,
file on
yeah,
the
test fire,
27th. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody can download.
So yeah, so Kevin can get it. I don't
Yeah.
know what he's talking about.
Here's the thing. I'll be in Virginia when Splatoon is released.
No, but the Splatfest. Like,
Yeah, the test file is on
Splatfest
the
on the
27th.
27th.
The
this month.
Splatfest,
That's
yes,
fire.
I will do that. So yes, I will be there
Okay,
for that. But
yeah.
for the whole launch, no, I won't be there for the whole launch.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna ask him, saying like, when are you gonna go to Virginia? Because.
I'm gonna be there September 7th to the 12th.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the
So yes,
Splatfest.
it's well after Splatfest.
Yeah, so you'll be able to play.
Yeah, I'll be able to play the Splatfest, but the whole game I won't be able to get till after I get that and get my paycheck.
I mean, at least you'll get a little taste of Splatoon 3.
I will, which I'm excited about.
Maybe we'll get Swike involved as well.
Get the whole gang back together and start just
You know,
swarm
Swag's
a
get
TLG
involved if it's
lobby.
RPS. You know, Swag's get involved.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. I mean, if it's not for him, then well, there you go. Splatoon
No, I'm
is
saying
not
like
for him.
you know he has to because it's fucking rock paper scissors. It's his thing.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with
He
it.
has
So.
to.
But yeah,
Also, I missed this. Which teams are you guys gonna be in for Splatfest? I missed that.
Scissors.
I'll probably go with scissors with Kai.
I've been thinking about paper or rock, but I guess I'll go scissors.
You know, we all get to be in a team.
You're all gonna be
If
team
everyone-
scissors.
If everyone else is picking scissors, then I guess I'll pick scissors.
That's what I'm like. You know what? It's the first Splatfest. Let's all be in the same team.
Yeah.
Letting you know now, Chad, I'll be doing a fucking 4 to 6 hour stream for this shit.
Don't worry, Kai. I'll make sure I'll lose on purpose so that way we won't win.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm streaming for 4 to
That's
6 hours.
that's the only reason why I'm joining your team is because I want to lose.
To make sure that he
you know, I
loses.
think I'll pick paper now.
No.
Just
You're
purposely
sticking with scissors.
sabotage his team. Purposely sabotage.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know,
hey,
right?
Chad, donate me a sub right now. I'll switch teams to fucking paper right now. I swear to God.
Quick, Alan, sub to his stream.
Ugh.
I might pick paper, but I don't know.
He already
I might
had.
think
He's
of it.
already subbed.
Wait, who?
Alan.
Oh,
As soon as I get my few
You already-
paychecks,
you already-
I'll sub to your channel.
Also, Blake left, by the way.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna mention that.
You mentioned
Yeah.
rock paper scissors. He's like, God damn it! You know what?
Like, goddamn, it's
Yeah.
my least favorite thing in the world. I'm leaving.
Oh no,
He's
he's back.
Hello.
Shit, thank you, Mac, for the gifted sub. Alright, what team we picking, Mac? What team we switching to?
It's like, all right, let's put it in the random generator and let's see what we get.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 random generators.
Yeah, Mac, I'll have you pick out which team, rock, paper, or scissors. We already had scissors, so unless you want me to stick with it, let me know.
Where Team Kai goes, I go.
Yeah.
You're such a bandwagon, Alan. Shut up.
It's just for the Splatfest. The next Splatfest, I'll go separate.
Uh,
Well, depending on whatever the theme will be. For the
Yeah,
next
Whatever
you
it
bet I want to
is.
fucking fight your ass in Splatfest. On a stream snipe
if you're
you.
gonna find him, if
I know.
Yeah. Because it was hard finding people in ranked battles with the same, unless you gotta start at the exact same time as you.
No, even then, it was
Stream
even
snipe.
hard still.
Yeah.
I kind of
Cause like
'Cause I
even
remember-
if you stream sniped, there was like a relatively like 50-50 chance.
Less than that, dude.
Felt like it, but I don't know. It's like either you do or you don't.
I don't think.
I would say the
I was just gonna.
the only way that you could go ahead, Alan.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't think it's possible because we already saw like what the private rooms look like, but I don't know if we'll be able to do Splatfest in the private rooms, like in the way like how we would have 3 teams.
Oh
'cause, like,
no,
Oh, no, probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, the tricolor,
No,
they're probably
no,
gonna do
that's-
that one Splatfest or completely over.
yeah,
Yeah.
that seems
how
way
they
too
did with
ambitious
Splatoon
to
2.
do that.
So we gotta wait 2 years until we get to do that.
Mhm.
Hooray.
Yep.
Wait, so does that mean as soon as the end of 3 months, everything just drops? Everyone goes back,
So what?
like when the season is over?
What do you mean?
Like does
Like when
everyone?
season's over, everyone resets to C minus?
Yes.
Like the ranks.
No,
No.
only S plus members should. From what the forum says.
That okay.
Only us
Wait.
S plus
That's
members.
Plus
okay.
drop?
That
S
makes
plus members. What the hell?
okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah,
know
because
rank
yeah,
X
because
dropped
it
back,
said
I know rank X drops back currently.
yeah, rank X will drop, but the thing is that the way S plus works right now, it's S plus 0 to 50.
Jesus.
So so that's gonna keep people
Jesus.
busy until X rank actually gets officially in. But I'm hoping once
All-
it gets integrated, we'll only have to go up to S plus 12 or something. Because pushing to 50 and then X is actually fucking insane.
Yeah, I should have gotten my rank X before they did that update.
Mm.
But oh well. Oh well.
Also, what do you guys think about having the new weapons coming out as well? Or do you guys
I'm
already talk
meaning
about that?
that fucking sword.
I want the Splat
That
Tana.
shit is mine.
I mean, it has the stamp from what it was confirmed, and then something else. I don't remember what it was.
hmm
Suction bomb? No.
I don't give a fuck about the load. I'll make that shit work.
So you're not going to main the junior in this game?
Well, that depends if it's broken or not.
And it
Yeah.
also depends if you start with it or not. Assumingly you are.
Yeah,
but-
I would assume.
I
you
assume
do.
that you do.
Well, like from all the trailers, you kind of start with a tri-stringer. It's a bit awkward.
I'm assuming
know.
that's just to show what off though, because
Mm.
it is like the marketing weapon right now.
Yeah, and that and the sword. Yeah,
Mhm.
currently.
What do you guys think of a salmon run?
Salmon Run looks
I'm
dope,
actually
dude.
really excited for that. Yeah.
I'm actually, yeah, dude. That looks dope.
Yeah, like obviously, like in the last trailer, like from the last Nintendo Direct that we got a couple of months ago, from the trailer, we did see that we can be able to pass eggs to each other, so that's really cool. And we got to see some new enemy archetypes that we'll be fighting in the game.
I like how the fact when you get like to the big big boss guy, where you throw egg and it does extra damage to him. I like that.
Oh yeah. I guess speaking of that, then I don't know if they probably didn't say this in the direct, but you can actually get an item called a fish scale from him. Apparently,
They didn't mention that in the direct either.
Okay, so yeah, they're really rare and they differ in rarity actually, but they basically offer different types of rewards. Everything from like splash
Nice.
tags to like more cosmetics to more ability chunks. So basically, if you're able to land those that extra final wave with the King Salmonoid, as well as a few fish scales, then you get a lot of bonus content then.
Sounds like Salmon's going to be an essential to Splatoon again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the best
Thankfully.
part is that salmon run's gonna be open, so it's not gonna be like timed like how it is in Splatoon 2.
Well, the only time thing is going to be that one extra mode.
yeah,
big
like
run.
the run, whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
big run.
Yeah,
but
that's
in
the only thing that's
No, I
timed.
wonder if it's just going to be regular salmon run on that mode, or if it's just endless. I'm curious.
Yeah,
Though I'm
that
assuming it's going to be just regular, just in different area.
I was going to say it's just regular. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
The big run. Like, remember how at the end of the salmon run segment, the person was talking
He
about?
didn't. He didn't
Oh,
watch the
that's
direct.
right. Yeah. No, I did. I watched it
you
live.
did?
I just
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks
I
like
don't know
you're.
what happened.
Yeah, because it looks like you're just doing salmon run, but in the normal stages in the game. So
Mm-hmm. It's a lot more chaotic too. So I'm assuming it's just like the basic survival one.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it just looks normal Salmon Run, but I'm excited for Salmon Run this time.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I'm glad that it's open. So now, if we want to do salmon run, we can do it.
Oh yeah,
Rather than just be like, oh, we can't do it because it's not open. So we gotta wait till.
I
Yeah.
will. I was about to say, yeah, having it timed in Splatoon 2 was kind of weird, but now it's actually open, so which I like.
Yeah, which is good.
Mhm.
Yes, very much yes.
Although I could like a cool mode that they could have added for salmon run, like would have been like a competition mode, so where maybe like 2 teams of 4 would try to see who can collect the most eggs. And I
That's what I was thinking. They could have added a bit more to it, but
Oh,
it's
that-
like
that
I
could
guess
be
more
so-
of the same.
extended mode.
That would be
over
so
to-
fucking rage-inducing. Holy shit.
I know it's like you gotta survive, but also you want to beat the other team to see who can collect the most
Yeah.
eggs.
Like a versus mode.
Yeah, that would have been great.
I mean, if anything, that could be like a thing streamers set up.
Oh yeah,
I can see that being like a streamer thing then.
yeah.
Fuck within the community.
I mean, I know we could do that. Like one of us streams and the other one streams and we make a group of 4, then compare to score.
That's
Now, to be
true.
fair, that's gonna be much more difficult because you have to be the same rating to do that.
Yeah, I mean, they did. I don't know if I don't think they mentioned it as well in the direct, but they are giving us a new rank above professional, called executive VP.
Oh, okay, yeah, they did
Think
not
of
mention that.
think
They
of
just went to
this
the
one
basics.
as like
They did not mention that either.
yeah. Okay, so like think the way I guess based off the forum, the way I read it, think of this as like the S plus or X rank of Salmon Run, where it's like
Gotcha.
hazard levels constantly. Everything's trying to fucking kill you. The game's a lot harder. So like that mode would basically just kind of be reserved for people who play Salmon Run consistently enough to get there.
And I'm quite sure it's
rather
gonna
than just
be
get
more
the
consistent
treasure.
with the giant salmon.
Yeah. They said that people within
Exactly.
executive VP rank have, I think it was like a 333 times % more chance for hazard levels, as well as for the King Seminoid wave, for the extra wave.
Okay. So if you wanted to
Um,
grind that wave, then you want to go and get that far.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you want better stuff, grind the game, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And I'm assuming obviously the weapon setups are in rotation. It's just Salmon Run is not.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they finally let you pick weapons, in which case that's gonna be a bit ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they'll just pick weapons.
Though
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
think
it's still
they
random.
haven't mentioned it, so we don't know exactly.
Yeah.
Though to my assumption, it's just gonna be rotation.
Yeah, maybe, but I guess we'll have to wait and see on that
Mhm.
one.
Because in the directed, it wasn't showing anything like current weapons in rotation or anything of that nature. So I'm guessing either the A, they're working on it, or B, they have not finalized on what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they would allow us to pick our own weapons to do salmon run, then I think that'd be awesome. But if it's on a rotation,
Yeah, but
then-
it would also break the Simmer Run because you could just like pick a meta.
Yeah, just have a
setup and
player
just
who's
do
really
it that
good
way.
in one setup, and then have everybody else on whatever setup that they enjoy most.
Yeah, or like coordinate like a combination of 4 weapons that deal very well with like certain boss salmonids, and that way you can just like.
Yeah, I mean, I would
breeze
love
through it.
to be able to pick our own weapon, like to pick a weapon out of the 4 available. But I do think that having a
Oh, no,
random
I
weapon
was just
every
saying like
single
pick a
wave.
weapon in general, not just pick from the 4.
Oh no, okay.
Yeah, no, of course not. I was like,
Um,
it'd be nice, but it would probably not happen.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
would
say, yeah, like
that would just break the mode.
yeah, like as much as I would like that to be a thing, then I do think that having a random weapon and it being a surprise to you every single time was part of the chaos, and that did help to keep you on your toes a
Yeah.
lot.
What do you guys think of the new stages and returning stages?
New stages look dope.
I nearly
am
died inside when I saw
stages-
Hammerhead.
Yeah, I
Dude,
saw
I
your
mean,
reaction.
To be fair, Hammerhead
Yeah.
is now changed, however. 'cause
Oh
if
yeah,
you
it's
notice,
a
lot
completely
different.
new map now at this point.
Yeah, Because of course they have to go with the lore of like, oh yeah, the bridge is done, so therefore it's a completely different map.
Yeah.
That I
So
like.
now we finally don't have one giant ass walking section in the middle, which
Yeah,
God, it was hell.
it was not fun in that map.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Hammerhead though, when they showed off footage for ranked on Hammerhead, did you guys see the difference that they made for Rainmaker?
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
checkpoints.
saw that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I'm actually really fucking happy they did that because it's so annoying losing a fucking Rainmaker game in 30 seconds. Oh my
Right?
god.
Don't get me started on how much time I've raged on Rainmaker. Oh my god.
I mean, that's
Rainmaker was easily my least favorite of the modes.
Mhm.
I mean, that is an interesting change. Like, cause like the first time when I watched the direct, I didn't even notice that there was like a checkpoint in the Rainmaker mode. But then when I rewatched it again, or I think it was like when I was watching your reaction, Kai, you pointed it out, and I was like, really? So I went back to check,
Yeah.
and you were right. Yeah, there was a checkpoint that you had to bring
Yeah,
Rainmaker to.
the thing was sinking to the ground, and then
Yeah. And then like that signifies like, hey, dumbass, this one's done. Move on to the next.
I wonder if you can skip it though.
It
Probably
reminds
I
not.
don't think you can.
I hope
It
not.
reminds me of Control from Call of Duty, which is really nice.
Mhm.
And tower control as well. So where you're riding the tower and you
Yeah.
have to get to certain checkpoints.
Yeah, honestly, I think Rainmaker was the only mode that I noticed got like a direct change. A lot of the other ones just kind of stayed the same.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
everything else stayed the
Splat
same.
Zones is like too simple to
Oh yeah, Splat
update
and
or
tower
change
control.
anymore.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Black Zones are way too simple to
And even then,
change.
tower control got a change in the second game where there's no checkpoint, so that was fine.
Yeah, and I
So
think
I think
it
that they already fixed it enough to
The
work.
only one that can get a change, well, probably least likely is gonna get a change is fucking Clam Blitz.
I don't think it's
I
gonna
don't
get a
know.
change.
That's
I
not
don't
gonna
know
get
how
changed,
they would
no.
change Clan Blitz. I don't think they could even change Clan Blitz if they tried.
No. Well, to be fair though, Climax isn't even that bad. It's just players that know how to fucking play. 'Cause it was a late game entry.
Yeah.
And if anything, that's probably gonna be the issue with whatever ranked mode they add later on in the game, because players won't know how to fucking play it. Because not everybody like follows the Splatoon like Twitter and whatever. They just kind of like,
No.
oh, they get on. It's like, oh, this
yeah,
is a new thing.
Except for the
even
diehards.
nowadays, Clam Blitz is, and even then, it's even worse because now, if your teammates perform, because like it's always a 50-50 chance of like you get teammates that actually know what they're doing and then perform very well, or
Oh yeah,
you're
especially in
stuck
lower
with the
ranks.
teammates
Yeah.
that are like bad.
It's luck based for
Well,
ranked
yeah,
mode
no,
by
and then,
yourself.
but that's also in like the higher ones too, because like I was recently, because I was trying to recently get back into it a month ago, and that's the only game mode that I've been heavily struggling in outside of the other three, because of course I haven't played it in a long while. But that's the only one I've been struggling. That's the only one I've been like constantly losing in, because it's.
I mean,
super
X rank climb is
inconsistent.
fine to be honest. From whenever I played in X rank.
Yeah, but I'm stuck
Climb
in like
was
S
fine.
plus on.
Yeah,
Climb,
that's where
so-
everybody's a shit. I guess that's where everybody's stuck in at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was the executive decision to make S plus 50 a thing.
I have no idea. I'm assuming that's just there to keep people busy until X rank comes out. That's what I'm assuming that was
No,
there for.
that was implemented after X rank came out.
No. I mean for Splatoon 3, because right now on launch we won't have X rank.
Oh no, I know that, but like in Splatoon 2, they implemented it, which makes no sense to me.
Oh yeah.
Because there was no. I guess people complain that people are getting an X rank too quickly, but like that's not really much of a problem though, because it resets. I don't see how that's an issue.
Well, X rank only reset though if you were a shitter.
Yeah, but like, how hard is that? You have to be like above a certain like point threshold, and you still lose points. And then by the end of the month, if you don't reach those points, you just get kicked back down.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not really.
well, I don't know if
difficult.
they ended up changing X rank in Splatoon 2, but the way you get kicked out is either by losing consistently enough to get booted out, or by having less than 1,900 or 2,000 points. But the game
'cause
upwardly
it was the
hands
point.
you
It was the
2,200.
points that was determined if you got dropped or not.
Yeah.
I don't know about the consistently losing part. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, honestly, like the only
I
way
feel
you
like
get
that was
kicked
more
out of X rank.
RNG. I feel like that was more RNG based, because you can't really do that in a fair enough way to do it. Because if you just kick someone out because they keep losing and getting like bad teammates, how is that their fault?
Oh yeah, no.
So at
okay,
least doing a point base made more sense, but doing it that way just does not.
No, I mean the way X rank works is like you have the 10 placement matches, then you have the points immediately after. But the only way you can get kicked out, because you don't get minus 60 points when you're like early X rank. That's for people who are like top 500 players. when you're like first starting off, you're like minus 19, minus 20 points. So like in order to get out, you would have to consistently lose at least 20 consecutive games just to get out. And at that point, you would have to be fucking questioning your sanity or that rotation. That or just your own fucking skill. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's some maps where there's some Splatoon 2 where I did not like, because the newer one, the dojo one,
Mhm.
that's the one I struggled in the most in all the ranked modes, because it was just so weird.
Also, Blake said that he had to go for the night, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
But I'm praying they bring back Soul Spray Rig though, please, goddamn. At least one symmetrical map. I don't even give a fuck if it's the dojo or not, because people fucking hate that one apparently. Just give me Soul Spray. I just need it.
Dude,
I
I'm-
prefer
Soul
okay.
Spray Rig?
I prefer
Yeah.
Salt Spray over the dojo. I'm sorry.
Honestly,
I'm team,
same.
I'm team Salt Spray. I'm sorry.
Same.
You
Like
think you're gonna
dojo's
get
fun, but
Flounder
it's
Heights back?
way too fucking big to like do anything coherent.
Yeah, and then like in ranked modes, it's like there's too many places where you can get flanked by, and that makes it more difficult because you have to be
Oh yeah,
focusing
yeah, that's
not
hell.
only you have to focus not only on the objective and painting the pathing, but also keeping the pathing covered behind
Mhm.
you. So like one stray person could just like ruin the entire thing. Whereas like every other map, it's like the only other one is like Kelp Dome, but that's like less egregious to a degree.
Well,
'cause, like,
Cupdom
at
was already
least-
a bitch to play on. I fucking hate playing that goddamn map.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like at least you can see them because they're on like a platform that's transparent. Whereas here, they'll just sneak up from nowhere. That's all.
Well,
the
even Kelpton, they
platforms
can
are
sneak up
solid.
from you. There's all the fucking walls that exist on the map.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not as bad as the dojo. That's all I can say.
Oh,
is
yeah, no.
It's not as bad as the fucking dojo. At least there's like circumventing ways you can like deal with it. Whereas the dojo, it's all like one flat plane, so like you're kind of stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no verticality to like dodge away from it or anything.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited that Mahi Mahi's coming back. Like that was one stage that
yeah.
was that I
Oh
really
yeah,
wanted to come back.
Flounder Heights later on down the line is also.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Flounder
almost
Heights.
hyped that one.
I missed that map a little bit. I kind of did.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was Flounder Heights, and then I checked again. I was like, oh yep, that does look like Flounder
Yeah,
Heights.
the one on the
Mhm.
right's obviously a new one, so we don't know about that one.
Yeah. Looks like a fucking Overwatch map though, Jesus Christ.
Why is all like half the maps in Overwatch just deserts and cities?
No, because they have a fucking Egypt map that looks exactly like that in the art.
No,
and
I
was
know,
like,
I
what
know
the
which one
fuck?
you're talking about. I've seen clips of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck is this? Why is this relevant?
I do hope that we get more new maps than returning maps. Like, I'm okay with a few returning maps, but I'd rather see some new maps. So.
Oh yeah, same.
I mean, we are starting out with like 5 new ones, I think. They showed.
It's 5 to 6 new ones, depending if you count Hammerhead as a new one, and then it's I think 7 returning maps,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 3 from Splatoon 1
But-
and 4 from Splatoon
and then
2.
4.
No,
Yeah.
isn't it 4 and 4 and 4?
No, it's no, because Splatoon.
So Fantino, Hammerhead,
Yeah, so it's 5
Mahi Mahi.
new Splatoon 3 maps.
Mm-hmm.
So 5,
mean,
3, and 4.
I mean, technically, Hammerhead is Splatoon 1, so in technicality.
Yeah, Hammerhead, Mahi Mahi.
So
and-
I count that as a
realistically,
new map
it's-
though, because that's fucking. It's completely redesigned.
Unless it's just a paint, it's like unless it's like a fresh coat of paint where it's still the same layout. In which case, that means that's just the same map.
I hope not. God, I fucking hope not.
I mean, they'll probably have changed the like obviously the grates, but like the layout will still probably be similar.
Mm-hmm.
Kai doesn't want to be in
Like
flashbacks.
I'd be surprised if they changed those grates. To be fair.
Yeah, Kai doesn't want to be in non-flashbacks from Hammerhead Bridge.
Oh, dude, that map was hell. to
Hammerhead
play
and
on.
Wahoo Worlds, like the 2 maps that Kai's looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, Hammerhead was fun because you got to like play around it a lot, like play on the walls. But they just have so many narrow areas, and it's all at the bottom. So if someone's like sniping up from above, you just get fucked because there's nowhere to run. And, like climbing up walls in that game was like slow as hell, so it didn't make it any better.
I mean, yeah, but we have new mechanics to circumvent that. So.
Oh yeah, so yeah.
And also we have the dodge roll mechanic, which I have to now fucking pay attention to because, oh my god, it's gonna be making things hell.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be hell to. Just
Yeah, I wonder what the
1v1
cooldown on
someone.
that is because they only show you doing it once. I believe.
No, they
in
do.
most
They
of
do it
the,
multiple times.
They do it multiple times. Oh, and that's gonna be hell then. Yeah.
Yeah. So early on when they were like showing the mechanic, they did like 3 times, and then when they were doing examples, it was like twice. So I don't know
Mhm.
how many times you can do it in a row. But if they do it for like, if it allows you to like on a command prompt to do it, in terms like of like you have to do a sequence of button. I don't know. How
I mean, I'm
it.
pretty sure they said it was like you just gotta move to the side and then jump. I'm pretty sure it was the movement link to it or whatever, the button prompt. I'm not sure though.
Well, if they do it that way, it's gonna be super easy to accidentally do it as well.
Yeah.
Because like, if you wanted to like just do a regular jump and strafe, then that's gonna be much more difficult now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're just gonna remove that entirely, in which case, then that means that now that mechanic's been changed in it. Oh boy.
I don't know. The abilities worry me a little bit because they give you armor, but I would
Mhm.
imagine that armor would fucking break at some point.
Well, they did say that
depending on how
it's
much
just
damage.
a reflection, so it's just only reducing the damage, it's not
I
really
guess.
protecting the damage.
Yeah. I don't know. Either way, I'm honestly just really happy that the matches are gonna be like more fast paced. At least from like everything that they're showing off right now, like they're really gonna be more fast paced matches.
Yeah.
Because the issue with Splatoon 2 was like even in competitive, they had one really long fucking match where it was just a constant stalemate where nobody wanted to move, and that was just not fun. It wasn't even fun to watch, honestly. It was like
Yeah,
fucking
no.
hell.
Though one thing is that the mechanic does not use ink as we initially thought.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure how they're gonna balance that mechanic.
Yeah.
So
I'm just
what's-
happy they gave it to everybody though. Like this is the ability everybody can get as opposed
Oh
to
yeah,
tying
where
it
it's
to an
not
ability
like
chunk.
where it's like just dualies.
Yeah.
You able to do it.
Yeah, because like drop roll is fucking annoying. If your enemies have it.
Well,
But, like, now that
drop
everybody-
time because like you just throw a bomb where they're gonna jump and then they're just dead within the
Well,
radius.
it depends on the placement, and also depends on how good a sniper is. Because sometimes, apparently, if a sniper manages to pre-fire their shot before you land, like a good frame or two before, then it
Yeah.
actually does kill you, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck was the point?
Pretty much. And then by that point, you just might as well use stealth jump at that point.
Yeah. Well, even then, stealth jump in this game is fucking shit. Because it alerts people who are around you. It doesn't even hide
Well,
it
I mean, yeah, it
completely.
doesn't. I mean, of course, it's not going to conceal you. It's only conceal within a distance.
Yeah.
But like, it still keeps its main function
Mhm.
somewhere.
Dear God, don't return Ninja Squid, please. Don't return Ninja Squid. That shit's fucking annoying as hell.
Dude, they're
God.
gonna return that. There's
God.
no way they're not
I
going
at
to.
least hope they fucking make like the trails more noticeable then.
Now, the one thing I did notice they removed was defense DX. They now split that back out.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Though I don't know why, because like that kind of protected you from specials as well.
Yeah, it was actually a half decent chunk if you only had one of it. If you had multiple of it, there was like kind of like little to no point.
Yeah, but now it looks like they may have backpedaled on that.
Yeah.
Which
Well, I'm
fair
assuming they only
enough.
backpedaled on it because everybody fucking shat on it. Because they was like, "Oh, look, you took 2 useless abilities and made them 1 useless useless
Well,
ability."
it wasn't even useless. It's actually pretty handy. It was a lot
Yeah,
more
well-
handy than what people assumed it to think. Because
Well,
like
I mean,
all
the-
people
the
assumed it
issue
was
with
like
it,
for
though-
subs and like bombs.
It was like the issue with it though was like for the first 8 months of its existence, everybody hated on it because it's like, oh, this is the most useless thing in the world. But then people started realizing, okay, this is
no
how
one
it
really
works.
understood how it fucking worked.
Yeah,
Also,
and
well,
everybody's like, oh, this is how it
to be
works.
fair,
Yeah.
actually, to be fair, the game didn't explain how it works. It didn't tell you it protected from specials. It just protected from like the thing that it already did.
Yeah, they kind of did a clan blitz where it's like, hey, this exists. Here's a brief introduction. Have fun.
Yeah, that's it. The only one that they actually like went and expanded on was like the damage up, which of course everyone's gonna go crazy over, which I hated.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they just reset that back to not existing. Oh my
For now.
don't give me false hope.
Yeah.
I want that permanently gone. Jesus. I hate that stupid mechanic. Increase.
I mean,
the
at
range
least
of
if they end up
weapons. It's
returning
so
it,
dumb.
don't make damage up be the thing that they
No.
just mass hand to.
No,
'Cause that's
they
just
can't.
so
They can't.
annoying.
They cannot bring that back at all. Because like the problem is like, if you just stack on that, you have now can outrange certain weapons that you couldn't before.
Mhm.
So that now
Damage up in
invalidates.
Splatoon 1 was just
a lot of
really
them.
bad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
damage up in defensive was just bad in general.
It was just stupid and not needed. I don't know why Nintendo did
Respawn
that
was also
Splatoon
bad
1.
in that as well. Well, I mean, obviously they fixed respawn, so that doesn't really matter. The only ones that's just damage up, God. Also, range up is not a good idea.
Range up?
Well, depends
Yeah.
on the weapon.
Well, yeah, no, but like, it's still
Because like for chess culture, the fucking that chunk was absolutely insane for that. Because that
Well, I
weapon's
mean,
not the most
yeah,
hated
but
one in the
then-
game.
Well, yeah, most hated because it was the only one that could counter like chargers. Because like, of course, because it's like I don't even know because like even then half the time like it would not kill because the chargers would also get. Actually, let me check it up again.
What do you mean, the sculpture?
Yeah, Splatoon 2 main power up.
Say that
Cause I
shit
actually-
kills,
cause I-
man.
No, because I remember I like researched like what the abilities of each of them do. Because it depends on the charger as well. Yeah, on E-liters it just increases the range. So it just doesn't count.
Yeah, for all chargers, I'm pretty sure they just increase the range.
No.
Not
Yeah,
any-
actually, yeah, they do.
anything special.
Oh, increases range and ink coverage. For Squiffer, no, just the regular splat charge, splat scope are damage. E-liters and Squiffer is range. Bamboo is damage, and Gutur is damage.
Ah.
So it's still invalidated Sculpture because Sculpture.
Well, okay, that's the thing though, right? Is like you say that, but Squelcher is fucking OP. Because like that weapon has been the only one that's been able to counter the Squeezer. That's the one that made Squeezer fucking absolutely useless right now.
No, Squeezer's still high up there.
I mean, Squeezer's still decent, but like it's now comparable to the Kensa Pro in the sense where it's like it's on the same level. Where before,
I've not seen Kensa Pro. Kensa Pro like
Kensa Pro has been fucking busted because of its kit.
Oh yeah, because of the kit, not for the weapon itself. Of course not.
Oh no, well, I mean, after everybody realized the kit was amazing, people went back to the other ones, and I think the one with the bubbler became like the second-hand pick if you already had someone with
because the
Kensa
bubbler
version.
was broken with the bomb mechanic. That's just, why they think that's an okay thing to do.
Yeah, I'm honestly just hoping that for all the Splatoon 3 weapons, they actually think before giving their kits rather than just throw them in, because that's a lot of the issues I had with Splatoon 2's later weapons was they weren't thought out, and it's very clear they weren't because they just threw in random shit. Because a lot of the earlier weapons, like a lot of the starter weapons that we had, like Splatter Shot, whatever, from the get-go, were very thought out.
Well, yeah, because they were like Splatoon 1 ideas.
Yeah, like all the weapons we had at launch were very thought out, but like as you progressed towards like the Kensa line, like Sheldon's pick line, it was very clear that Sheldon's pick was just like, we're just gonna throw this shit against the wall. We're gonna give you subs and specials that counter your own shit and aren't useful at all, except the arrow spray. We love that one.
Yeah, and then the Kensa was completely broken and out the ass. Also, the new specials made it harder to compete with the older kits. So that kind of made them irrelevant.
Well, at least they balanced the Booyah Bomb though, with making it easier to kill. But I don't think people realize that enough because I never see people shoot
I've never seen a Booyah. I rarely see Booyah Bomb get killed because it'll like get it off fast enough before you can kill him.
Yeah, it's like the issue with the Booyah Bomb is like you gotta have two people either shoot at him consistently.
Yeah, either shooting at him or have a weapon that does enough damage to kill him.
Yeah, which is like Junior, Charger, a few other ones.
Splatter Shot Pro if you're probably doing the damage up because it does 20% more damage just for like the one piece. I don't know. But our blaster, because blasters will do enough damage to do it as well. Because you just need to do direct on them like 2 or 3 times.
But yo, what do you guys think of the story mode? Like, I know they didn't show much of story mode, but like
here's a storyboard.
Yeah, they didn't really go through story mode, so we don't really have much more details.
Okay. But you guys
just that the manhole. Yeah, the cutscene. I mean, that's the only thing, but that's like kind of like not much is explained except for like the general information that we already know about. Technically.
Yeah. I mean, from what I gathered, the levels are sort of Octo expansion based now.
Yeah,
where it's like
that I'm happy with.
Challenges.
Oh yeah, because they have the infinite run for the specials, so that's pretty good. So now they made it to where it's like now more Octo expansion based because they actually figured out everyone loved the Octo expansion system, so they're like, okay,
yeah, they better because Hero mode's boring.
Yeah, no, Hero mode, like it's fine as a tutorial, but like it's not good for longevity.
The thing
also,
I can
to
assume
repeat
though,
it several times is kind of bad.
Oh yeah, The thing I can assume though is like these aren't gonna be that hard though, like these story mode levels, because even in the direct they were like, these are kind of just here for getting used to weapons and specials, like playing around with them a lot more and getting used to them. So like, I can't imagine them being like super challenging, like Octo expansion level, where it's like, oh, survive.
You're on a timer. And you have like certain like lives that you can use, and then you have like go again on and things of that nature. Yeah, no, probably not. It'd be interesting if they threw at least like one or two of them, but don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can imagine we're gonna have a girl power station again.
I mean they've had it in the original story modes for like all the hero modes, including the Octo expansion. So I would be remiss to not see those.
So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about Splatoon 3, or do you want to start wrapping up?
I think we've covered up everything. I believe.
I'm pretty sure you guys just talked about everything.
Yeah, I mean, except for lockers, but like that's like a small,
that's just a
minor
customization.
thing. Yeah.
I mean, I'll customize my locker. I won't spend too much time with it, but I mean,
It's
cool.
It's kind of unfortunate it's not apartments like we all wished it to be. To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can still arrange something, I guess.
Yeah, it's. I guess it was like the compromise that they had to do. I suppose.
This is where the Animal Crossing devs had to be like, okay, fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna incorporate a little bit of Animal Crossing here by customization.
I mean, even if it was like a small enough apartment, like I don't know, it didn't have to be too big. I don't know,
like one room apartment.
Yeah, that's what everybody was expecting, honestly.
Yeah, that was everyone expecting from like the intro of like Splatoon 1 when you opened the game. That's what it was. It's just a one room apartment with like a bunch of shit around the fucking place. That was it. But oh yeah. Also, who the fucking emotes? Can we just like say how like why is there a dab?
Oh my! Yeah, that was literally the first thing Blake questioned. He was like, "Why?"
That's the first thing I noticed, dude. Why?
Dude, every time I watch a reaction when the dab hits, everyone's just like, "Bro."
It's like, come on, man, dude. That shit was like years ago.
That was like over a decade ago at this point. Why are you bringing it up now?
Oh yeah, and then the Macarena.
I saw the Macarena.
Yeah, that was awesome.
that was awesome. I'll accept the Macarena, but not the fucking dab.
If anything, I imagine that they're bringing that
here.
back, and like they'll fucking have it be like an excuse where it's like, we found this movement from like ancient culture from the fucking fossils we dug up. This must have been something popular.
Yeah. Of course they're gonna tie it to the lore because they just like recently discovered shit.
Nintendo is always late in terms of pop culture. It's okay.
Well, no, because like if you think about it, if you're like if you come to like a destroyed Earth, of course you're gonna learn it late.
I'm gonna say it's a post-apocalyptic. So I'm pretty sure the squids found something on the internet and be like, "Hey, let's do that."
Well, not even the internet, because like, I'm pretty sure like the internet would not exist.
Well, they had
like they're fucking
somehow.
Fossils or something. They did. If they have a fossil of a guy playing a Wii U, they have a fossil of a guy dabbing.
That's what I was about to say.
Or like probably like an old ancient dance book or some shit.
Probably.
They played Just Dance 2015 and said, "Hey, let's do
that."
Some
TikToker's old like phone and some shit, and they're just like, "Oh, look, this is what they used to do."
God.
No.
Mm-mm.
And then in terms of free updates and paid DLC, like what do you think the free updates are going to be? I mean, obviously they did say it's going to be new weapons, new stages.
They said it was the catalog, the weapons, and the maps. That's what they said.
I don't get the catalog thing. What the hell is that?
The catalog is like a little book where you can order stuff.
Think of it like Animal Crossing, where you get seasonal items. Think of it like that. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
pretty much that's what it is.
I'm not gonna give a shit about that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's like set items, so they're not in the rotation, so you can just like order them whenever you want.
Yeah.
It's gonna be for me. It's gonna be. I don't know how the gear's gonna work out. Like, yeah, you got to get those like badges or whatever, those Sheldon whatevers. But I don't know. The gear system thing just seems a bit weird to me.
No, the gear actually they improved the gear. Funnily enough, so
they did.
Yeah, now you can
buy. They allow us to.
They allow us to change the main ability for 45 chunks.
45?
Yes. It
shows me like 30. Shit.
No, it shows it in the direct. It's 45.
Shit, I glossed over that part. Shit, 45? Motherfucker wants 45?
Yeah, for one
Shit.
main.
I
For
know, but
one
still,
ability?
that's a lot.
Greedy
Damn.
bastard.
Right?
Because they asked for 30 of you just to change out, or just to have,
sub.
yeah, like one sub of the same type.
Actually,
Like
no,
multiple.
that's 10. It's 10, then 20 if you have two, and then 30 if you want the third one. So that's 16
Yeah.
total. So 45 is not too bad.
Goddamn, we're getting fucking hustled by merch. Oh my god.
Dude,
Grown up
dude,
merch,
every-
mind you. Jesus Christ, the
Yeah.
lad is tall as
Learn
fuck.
from Spike, this
All
little
I'm-
bastard.
But damn, your
All I'm
reaction.
saying
guy.
Jesus, I was like, make that
I
into a
like how
clip.
I was the one
Clip
with the
it!
information
Someone clip
on
it!
that, and Kai's just like, wait, what?
Yeah, because I didn't,
45?
because I couldn't put any information on that on the forum.
Yeah, no.
Like, I didn't see it in the trailer either.
If you go back to the merch section of when they
Mhm.
do it, it shows 45, and you receive 5 back.
Okay, yeah.
For
So
switching it.
I glossed over that then when it was
Yeah.
showing off. God.
So
damn, that's
you have to
so
spend
expensive.
45, and you get 5 of whatever you're switching out back.
Mhm.
But still.
Oh, freeloaded bastard. Jesus.
Well, I mean, at least we
Christ.
don't have to wait for fuck. Well, okay. So at least you circumvent having to wait on the Splatnet rotations, because that was getting
Oh.
annoying very fast.
Also, at least they give you more chances to get more ability chunks through the fish scales in Salmon Run 2. That's another thing. So it should,
Yeah.
on paper, chunk grinding shouldn't be as hard as it is in this game.
Yeah, we still have the little boosting from the little store card shop, from the
Mhm.
stands where you can get the boosts.
Yeah,
So at least
yeah.
there's that still. Because of course, if that didn't exist, that was going to make things a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
But then that means that when you're playing Turf War, you now have to like wear certain brands to focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean, that's what we've been doing in the past anyway, so it's not going to change much.
You guys think that will make
Though
it?
the intensified movement one's a bit interesting. Don't know
Mhm.
how they're going to implement that one for subs.
What, Alan?
Do you guys think that we'll make it a new ranked mode later down the road? Because I know we kind of talked
for
about it a
sure.
little bit earlier, but I was wondering, like, as a
I don't know
100%
what
confirmation.
I don't know what they can do. I know that they still had the rocket concept
Yeah.
from back in Splatoon 2, which we did get to see a mock-up of, a modified version of it. But it now looks like, I don't know. I think they can still do it. I just don't know if they're going to implement it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're probably gonna get one if they're gonna have this content last for 2 years. Then I imagine a year in, they're gonna force like a new mode or something where it's like,
'cause
hey, new ranked mode.
Wasn't Clan Blitz a year in afterwards as well?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it
yeah.
was some amount of time into
I think
the game's lifespan.
I think Clan Blitz was added, I think, towards the end of 2017, I think.
Yeah,
So,
so
end of the
around
first year
roughly,
then,
roughly
roughly.
within the first year or so. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it was like when they had that November update. Because I remember we talked about that like way back
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Mhm.
And they showed it in one of the trailers too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, that's where Kevin didn't know what number 3 was. So there you go.
Oh
Go
yeah!
back.
Fucking Christ.
Yep.
Uh,
Good times.
Jesus.
All right. There was actually one question I was gonna ask, so I might as well
Okay.
just ask it now. So, since we are Splatoon 2 veterans, do you think that with everything that they showed up for Splatoon 3, do you think that it's well worth the $60 to upgrade to Splatoon 3 from Splatoon 2?
Yeah, I'm already pre-ordering.
Okay, well there you go.
There's now enough incentive because you have a replay function, you have the new lobbying system, as well as not only just the new special, you still get to keep some of the old ones, so you can still experience those if you have gotten the second one because you didn't really find an excuse for it. And they're adding in new weaponry to the system, and it's just a bunch of good quality, a good mix between a quality of life and new content.
Yeah.
I feel like makes
That
it
and
worth
like
it.
the transfer rewards too are also a nice touch up to be like, hey, if you already have the game, great, come on in. We'll transfer some of your data, your rank. We'll do some SPMM work for you. Here's 3 gold licenses to go get the weapon that you want. Have
Is
fun.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people, like, even like after the direct, a lot of people were still saying that, oh, it's still kind of like Splatoon 2 Splatoon 2.5, or it's just
Yeah, I
it's
heard a lot of that too, but I think that's because a lot of people didn't realize that there's like a forum, because like I think it was like 3 to 2 hours after the direct finished, Game Explain, all these other YouTubers were like, "Wait, there's shit they didn't talk about in the direct. It's still worth it," you know.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think the general public's not gonna really know about that or even care, considering
Yeah.
that they don't really pay attention to any of that. So
Yeah.
that's kind of lost information that I kind of feel like. I mean, to be fair, they put a lot in 30 minutes. Now, of course, going over the basics of the game, I'm guessing that's just for like the people who are hating on it. Because I saw like videos of people like hating on the game because like, oh, it's only for kids or stupid things.
Oh my god, yeah, there were so many videos before this direct happened where it was like, I'm waiting for Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 may not release. Splatoon 3 this, Splatoon 3 that. And I'm just like, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up. We
or
haven't even
like
gotten to the
people
goddamn
who are
direct
like
yet.
who like don't understand what Splatoon is and being like, oh, this is just for
Yeah.
babies or for kids. There's
Yeah, and it's like,
nothing
look,
worth
this
here.
is just Nintendo's Childish Call of Duty. And it's like, listen, man, it may be that, but I will take this shit seriously.
Yeah, I will take this shit to my grave and say this is one of the
Yeah.
best games ever. Fuck.
It's like Kai's Game of the Year. There you go.
I mean, it kind of is. I mean, it might be a nominee for Game of the Year because they put like chock full. I mean,
Listen,
we don't even know for story mode. We don't even know anything on story modes. That's still an open book.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, listen, I may be considered a wet furry because of this goddamn series, but I will take this shit to my goddamn grave.
Oh God, Jesus.
Consider a wet. Actually, I don't even know what's the official terminology for like the sea. I don't know. I don't know what the official terminology is for that one, so I'd have to check. Because I know Scalies is a dragon one, the furries is the obviously furry one.
It's fucking this is the goddamn term. It's so stupid hearing it now. Oh my god.
What? Wait, what? The terminologies?
Yeah, I forget like Scalies is like the term for like the dragon fucking subgenre.
Or any
Oh my god.
reptiles to that matter.
Yeah. Oh my god. You know, I need to stop talking about this before I get a fucking pipe bomb from the goddamn community. Jesus. I don't hate furries. We're joking about it. Don't cancel me over this. Or
no, it's just Kai doesn't understand. Forgot the terminology of that one specific existed.
No, Kai actually hates furries. Kai actually hates furries.
No, I do not. No.
He said it before.
Those are lovely people. They got a lot of flack.
No, no.
I'm joking.
Alan out here getting the cancel bandwagon over here.
I got stream footage from like years ago that Kai said that.
Oh my god.
Shut up. Shut up.
No,
That's deleted.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, Kai never said that. I was just joking. Although if he did say it, then I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll post it. If there's ever a clip that Kai said that, I'll find it and I'll post it on YouTube.
You're gonna get a fucking YouTube short.
Yeah, I know, right?
YouTube short from years ago.
Yeah, it's like 7 years ago. This is like super
God.
fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going back to like the people saying that about Splatoon 2.5, like some people saying like, oh well, I mean it's mostly just Splatoon 3, but with quality of life improvements. Like, is there really anything substantial that makes it different from its predecessor? So, I mean, there is a lot of quality of life improvements. Obviously, the lobby is a big improvement. Salmon Run being open, big improvement. So, like, definitely, like I would say, like they did like a great job, like improving a lot of elements from Splatoon 2 into 3, just because like there was like a lot of stuff that in Splatoon 2 they had to where it was like, I wish they could have done this, I could have done that, and they kind of fixed most of the issues in Splatoon 3. Although for me, like this is sort of like for me, but I kind of wish like you get to spectate turf war matches like while you're waiting as well.
Yeah, that's the thing I didn't like. I thought they were gonna implement it. I'm surprised that they didn't do that.
Yeah,
but I feel like spectating a live match would be a lot more difficult to, because I think that was gonna like take a lot more bandwidth power than it would watching it after the fact.
Yeah,
because obviously in Mario Kart, that's also how that works, where you can share the uploads and do that way. So it makes sense for them to do that system, because if you try to do a live system, which is possible, because I know a couple of games that I play have that function integrated, but it takes a lot of power to do that, and I'm not sure if the Switch has enough like Wi-Fi capabilities, because you have to then connect to the server to do that too.
Yeah, because like Splatoon 2 already fucking makes my Switch overheat enough as it is. Because whenever I play this fucking game, this shit's like the fans.
Splatoon 2's netcode is awful. It's worse than actually the first game, which is a game. It was baffling to me because it makes the because it makes lagging on Splatoon 2 worse because Splatoon 1 has a better netcode. So hopefully within Splatoon 3 they have a better netcode, or at least a netcode good enough to support it.
Let's just hope it's not worse than Splatoon 2.
Yeah, just this is Splatoon 2, because if it gets worse than Splatoon
Well, I mean,
2,
if
we
they're gonna
are
be running
in
off of
trouble.
that server that they fucking created for themselves like a few years back, then it should be fine. 'Cause I don't think Splatoon 2 runs off of those servers, from what I was looking into at one point.
Is it not?
No, I don't think so, because I remember the servers got announced
Let me check.
like a few years ago, but I think it was when Splatoon 2 was already released and up and running. Unless they did switch to them eventually, but I have no idea.
Okay, well, the only thing that I got here is that Splatfest is peer to peer. That's the only thing I have so far.
Mhm.
Weird error.
You want to wrap up the stream though, Alan, or?
Yeah, I was gonna say that after this, I'm gonna wrap
Okay.
up the stream because it's getting a little late.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so once when Shadow finishes finding the thing, then we'll sort of give our
Info.
final thoughts on the direct overall.
Oh god, I just got Well, I got into a Reddit rabbit hole of why why fucking Nintendo's charging $20 for online if they're gonna be doing peer to peer.
Oh my god.
Gotta get out of that one.
How fun!
Jesus. Let's see. Splatoon 2 and dedicated servers. Okay, so it's not. Okay, so it looks like it's not exactly dedicated server type deal from what I've been seeing here.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a kind of like a, I don't know. There's not really a dedicated answer to being like, is there servers or not?
Mhm.
So that's kind of a hard. Okay, netcode matchmaking. Code. Criticize for reason. Common. Disconnects. Low tick rate. Lag. And okay, so it is peer to peer. So it's not even. Wait, it's not even in like a server. So Splatoon 2 is peer to peer. It's not server based.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Then, like, Splatoon 3 technically should be running off of the new servers. But we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening because, excuse me. Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of your hype levels, like how big is your hype for Splatoon 3?
Oh, it was enough to actually wake me up in the morning. I thought I'd be fucking dead, like the entire stream this morning during the direct. No, I was fucking wide awake.
Yeah, I could imagine because afterwards you were like, oh, we got a lot of info to
Yeah.
digest. So there you go, Kai.
Oh, that's interesting. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Mario Kart 8 uses peer to peer as well.
Mhm.
Wait, then why the servers? That makes no sense. Why are we paying $20 for a server that doesn't exist?
Well, the thing is like the servers have only been going to games that are coming out. Because Mario Kart doesn't use it because the game came out before the servers were released, and then Splatoon doesn't support it because the server it was also out before the servers were released.
But that doesn't make any sense. So why is it that whenever you try to play Mario Kart online, it doesn't let you when you don't
I
have
don't
it?
fucking know.
Yeah, it's peer to peer. I don't get that. Because even in the Wii U, it was peer to peer. So what sense does that make?
Mhm.
I don't know. It's like they just want to charge us $20 for nothing.
I guess. Because like at least
I
for
mean-
Xbox, at least for Xbox and PlayStation, it makes sense. You're charging for the server to keep the maintenance on. That's fine. But if you're charging $20 for nothing, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
Hopefully, Splatoon 3 is on dedicated servers at the minimum. Because if
Okay.
not, that's gonna
So-
be a fucking shitstorm.
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun on day one or during
No,
the
it will not.
Splatfest.
It will not. Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Because if they drop the ball on the Splatfest for Splatoon 3, that is gonna affect a lot of
Mhm.
pre-orders and watch purchases.
Yeah, because actually no, I think I do remember. I do remember what Splatoon 2 runs off of server wise. It is peer to peer, but they have one peer be the host
yeah,
technically. Yeah,
it's the Master
so-
Console.
yeah. So yeah, cause I remember complaining about it like that like a few months ago because I could never connect to a fucking lobby. Apparently it's way better now, but it's because people got better internet, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is that contrary to popular belief, it hasn't been definitely proven that the person on top of the matchmaking screen is the host session. Because they use a PIA system, which is what it says here. Session this person is open the session first. Okay, that's kind of weird. People who join the session are considered the regular clients. Okay. Weird. But yeah, so it looks like it's a bit weird though. But that does explain why whenever you lose connection on a match, that the entire lobby like crashes.
Mm-hmm. There's one person the dickhead. But yeah.
Pretty much. The problem is that means that it is exploitable, which is kind of bad.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Nah, chat, I'm showing you guys this fucking comment. Nah, this is out of pocket.
What happened?
Nah. Okay, so I don't know if you saw this, Sheldon, but I don't think you saw this. I posted a YouTube short, right, today.
Mhm.
After the direct happened of Fry, where basically it's just a clip of her reveal, and then I put the fucking SpongeBob thing, where he's like bald. I put that, right?
Mhm.
I just got a fucking comment on it that said she looks like a stage 1 cancer patient. Dude, that's
Okay,
so
bro.
out of pocket. Oh
Okay.
my
Oh
god.
my
That is-
god.
That's too far left field.
Dude,
Come on.
oh my god.
Come
I
the
can
fuck
appreciate
on.
a joke, but
That's just
really?
that's just a receded squid line. You don't gotta go that far. Jesus.
I'm like, dude, that's so out of pocket.
Might wanna,
Oh
Fucking
my
you
god.
might want to delete that, Kai. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm probably
You might as well
gonna.
just report it. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
What
god.
the fuck?
That's very
That's
fucked
so
up.
left field.
Ugh.
What the
That is
hell?
fucked
In
up.
other news, though, I have a TikTok that has reached 10,000 views, and it's TikTok of us bashing Pokemon. I'm loving it.
And what is your TikTok?
Wait, really?
Yeah. Okay,
Just
so
us bashing Pokemon for 30 seconds
Yeah.
straight? Jesus.
okay, so Alan, you know when we were playing Mario Kart on the day of that little event that we did, right?
Yep.
We had that little segment on the Mario Kart Course 3 where we were just kind of bashing Pokemon.
Mhm.
And Blake was trying to defend it, right? I posted that clip and edited it to TikTok, right?
Mhm.
Right now, 11,000 views, which is the highest view TikTok I fucking have right now. But this thing is over 86 fucking comments of just people arguing back and forth
Oh
about
my
whether
god.
Game Freak's doing a good job, whether BDSP was lazy, whether Gen 6 was actually good, and whether
Oh, no,
Scarlet Violet will be an
BDSP was
actually good
actually-
game.
BDSP was lazy.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
There's kind of no way to go around that. The only thing they changed,
Mhm.
relatively speaking, is like the underground. But that was it.
Yeah.
And
Like, I got
graphics.
people in here saying BDSP was great. I got people in here saying BDSP was lazy as fuck because ILCA is lazy as hell. And I got people saying BDSP is...
ILCA.
Yeah, ILCA was a company that made Pokemon Home. They put them in charge of making Pokemon BDSP.
Ah, okay, that explains.
Yeah. But then I got other people saying like BDSP is not that bad. You guys wanted a 1-to-1 remake, and then I got other people saying no because we had Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which were really great remakes. Meaning BDSP was just a lazy little shit, and I'm just sitting here enjoying all of it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the chibi thing was not.
Oh,
Because
yeah, no, I was hoping you did Let's Go.
dude, the funny part was that what rubs the salt in the wound is the fact that like when you go into battle, it's 3D characters.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of hoping they would at least go for like the Pokemon Let's Go designs. At least those were trying.
Yeah, at least they're like not chibi. Like they're chibi-ish. But I mean,
Yeah.
like it's enough to get away with it.
Mhm.
Not actual chibi.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Here, you
that
guys
was
want me to
disaster.
read like a little comment thread in this
Uh,
fucking TikTok?
Just real quick, and then I'll read off what Kevin
Okay.
says, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. So the comment is BDSP was lazy because they just took the data from Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum and converted it onto the Switch with minor updates or changes because fans kept complaining about wanting a faithful 1-to-1 remake, but then complain when they get what they asked for. Someone replied, literally no one asked for a 1-1 remake. Stop bullshitting. People wanted an updated remake like HGSS or ORAS. And then it says, nobody was asking for a 1-1 remake. Every remake before BDSP was done perfectly. They just wanted to be lazy with BDSP. The people that hated ORAS were morons. Like, bro!
Wait, what's ORAS?
Omega
ORAS,
Roof, yeah,
ORAS,
yeah.
ORAS, yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking-
ORAS.
Yeah, the way you said it was like, what?
Yeah, I had a stroke trying to figure out what the fuck they were talking about too. They bring up HGSS too, or Higgs, whatever. And I'm like, what fucking
HGSS.
game is that?
Oh, Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Heart Gold Soul Silver.
I forget about that generation because.
But Heart Gold Soul Silver was still running the same system as they were in Platinum and Pearl, so
yeah,
that doesn't really change much.
Yeah, so I just got like 80 fucking people in here arguing back, and this shit was going on for like 3 days straight.
Jesus.
And the funny thing is that this TikTok actually got taken down.
What?
Yeah. Okay. It's a little funny story.
Oh.
This
Okay.
TikTok
As
got
long as it's not
taken
too
down
loud.
for harassment and bullying, right? I then sent an
Why?
appeal. I don't know. I guess TikTok's algorithm fucking flagged and they took it down. I then sent an appeal to TikTok being like, hey, it's not that. It's just our opinions. You can't really flag us for this. We're not really harassing anybody specifically. We're just bullying a franchise that has no say in anything. And then like 12 hours later, it went back up. And I was like,
wow.
yes.
Apparently that
Yes.
happened. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's like this TikTok's been on a fucking journey
Yeah,
so far.
apparently if you do a hot take on TikTok, you get it taken down.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
All right, Kevin says I think
Holy
Nintendo needs
shit.
to embrace the competitive side of the game too.
Oh,
Yeah, that's something
no,
they have.
Please no. Actually,
Wait, why
I'm gonna
not?
say this. I'm gonna say this right now. It is actually a good thing Nintendo embraces the casual side of the game rather than the competitive. Because
Yeah,
a
but-
really no, okay. I mean, it's good if they do it, but do it in small amounts because a lot of games have issues right now. Call of Duty, Apex Legends, Overwatch, literally every other FPS, even Rust, which I wouldn't even
Yeah,
think would be
but
that
the issue with
catered.
those, and I've seen the historics of it, is they're forcing the competitive. It's not organically made by the people.
Hmm.
It's not there's no like
Wait,
for
what do you
that.
mean?
There's like no organic interest to be like, oh, I actually really like legitimately want a Overwatch competitive. No, people actually want competitive Splatoon, but there's like the only reason it hasn't come out too far in is because one, there's not enough information for people to learn about it.
Oh, wait. Do you mean like making actual competitive Splatoon, or making competitive changes for Splatoon?
No, just competitive Splatoon, because like that's all that people want. It's just like people.
Never mind then.
Yeah, all anyone wants is just like give competitive support, as in like make official events supported.
Yeah.
And even then, like just support, because like obviously Splatoon was like Nintendo was like, no, we're not going to do competitive support outside of just the invitationals, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
'Cause
Okay.
they're not-
So
they're not gonna care
I
about
thought. Yeah, never mind. My bad. Okay. So I thought Kevin was saying, have competitive people have a say in the game where they
No.
make choices for the fucking game. That's an issue with Apex right now because a lot of people in the competitive scene for Apex were complaining about a certain feature in the game, and they were like,
Yeah, and
"Oh
then
no,
and when
this
they
is
double
OP."
back on or like get a knee jerk reaction to the new mechanic, then everything gets fucked.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I guess a little context then. In Apex Legends, there's an item you can get called the Golden Knockdown Shield. This allows you to revive yourself after getting knocked down.
Okay.
Competitive players said this was OP, even though there's only like 3 of these in a given match. So like, really, it's not that bad, especially since a lot of them get lost.
It's just a 1 in like what 3 in 100 chance of a reset mechanic.
Exactly, yeah. So like, and even then, like, it's loud as shit. People hear it miles fucking away. But competitive people were like, no, it's really OP. Fucking change that shit. So what Respawn, the devs behind Apex, did was that they actually removed it from the game for this season.
Uh-huh.
And now the casual side, and I think even a few competitive people are like, why'd you fucking listen to these dumbasses? They don't know what they're talking about. You guys removed like a staple feature from the game because little fucking bitch boy XQC over here, not flagging XQC, I'm sure he's a wonderful guy, was like, wow, it's just, this shit's OP.
Just,
So, like, I thought
then
that's-
just
that's-
pay
I thought
attention to
that's
the
what you guys
target
talking
and then just keep watching them until they're dead. It's
Literally,
not
it's
hard.
like- Yeah.
It's not hard. If you turn away from him, that's your own fucking fault.
Yeah. And even
Like,
then,
even-
it's like,
Even for me, like I blame myself if I don't pay attention to someone. I'm like, fuck. Well, there goes me because I wasn't paying attention.
and
No,
even
I'm
then
not gonna
too,
blame the
like,
game devs. That's stupid.
yeah, because like even then, the gold knockdown shield, because like the way you can bait players out of it, and the way you bait literally everybody out of it is by shooting at them. because you can protect yourself with the shield, and it shows what color they have. So if it's gold, everybody against you was like, "Oh shit, kill him!" So he can't fucking use it.
It's giant. It's a giant target that says "hit me."
Basically. So it's
And even then, like if it's what this was how you're thinking that you're saying it is where it's loud. I'm assuming there's also like an overworld like third, like I guess like I don't know how, I forget if it's like third person view or something, but it's like a little radar that like blips. I assume when the loud noise happens.
there's no radar. It's simply sound cue. Because
Oh,
like
okay.
a normal revive is pretty loud, because if you're in a fight and an enemy takes time to revive their teammate, then you can hear the res go off and it's loud. But if you use a self res, it's like a little bit louder. So like you like as you know, if you know your enemy has a knockdown, a gold knockdown, they're using it, you can obviously know when they're reviving because the sound cue is loud as
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, it's getting late, so I gotta start wrapping up the stream soon.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start streaming soon myself.
Oh, what are you gonna be streaming?
I'm gonna be building more kits, more fucking model kits that
Oh,
no one's
fun.
gonna watch.
And where can I find the stream at?
Hang on, let me find the fucking Twitch.
This is the moment where you guys add your plugins here. So Kai,
Special TV/poker.
don't
Link in the description.
don't follow.
Yeah, and you can find me at twitch.tv/shadowgaming449 because I can't get my new handle because someone took it.
No Shadow. No Shadow. You could follow Kai. Yeah, you don't want to follow. He's a little weird.
Oh my god.
Listen.
I'm joking. No. Go follow Kai and Shadow. They're great content creators. I think. I don't know.
I'm still having to get back into the swing of things. Fucking...
I mean, just I guess a little context for those that do end up following me. My chat is chaotic as fucking bully the crap out of me. So if you're into bullying a streamer, by all means go for it. Especially since I have a little event that Alan, Blake, and I can do that involves Mario Odyssey. So yeah, if you feel like bullying me, by all means follow.
Yeah, go bully him a lot. Alright, guys. Well, that's going to do it for the Splatoon 3 Direct discussion. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know in the comments what do you guys think of Splatoon 3. Or, like, in terms of the Direct, and are you guys excited for Splatoon 3? So, we would love to know what you guys have to say. And, yeah, I guess for everybody else here, we're all excited for Splatoon 3 and cannot wait for the Splatfest. That's coming up in 2 weeks. So, yeah, definitely. I'm going to be streaming that as well. I think, Kai, you're also going to be streaming it as well on your Twitch channel. So,
Yeah, I'll be doing like a good 6-hour stream that day. So
alright, 6 hours. Alright.
yeah.
See, you should do 12 hours.
I was actually thinking about it.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, it's only 12 hours. So.
Yeah, it's only 12 hours of your life, sitting on a chair, not doing anything.
Whereas for me, it'll probably just be 2 or 3 hours. I don't know. But I mean, obviously, I'll be streaming the Splatfest event that'll be happening in 2 weeks. So if you guys want to join in for that, then yeah, feel free. We'll be happy to have you guys. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we will see you guys next time. So yeah, take care and have a good night.
Bye.